Okay, so I just finished season 3 of Cedar Cove. It had been obviously a while since I've watched seasons 1 and 2, but it didn't take long for me to remember what I really, really hated about it. Now, let's start with the good. It's a beautiful production. It's great cinematography. The scenery is impeccable. It seemed like it was an overreach for a channel like Hallmark. Must have had a healthy budget, and they don't really seem that they have that kind of viewership. I mean, with all the other channels, people don't hear. Anyways, but the point is, great cast with one seriously flawed exception, Andie MacDowell. The entire time, it seemed like she was doing a table read with callous indifference. She was spouting off her lines, and each segmented portion that she did was well spoken. But the callous, the not connected. Everyone else was incredibly well acted in their character. She was just Andie MacDowell in a gown. And another thing that got me, I realized that Hallmark was creating their heartfelt, thingy. But it was way too preachy, especially her character. And I think that may have alienated a lot of the female audience that they wanted. They didn't want a woman who was better than them. They wanted a woman who was more flawed than them because they're women and, of course, petty and jealous. But I say that with love. Otherwise, it could have, it was no Gilmore Girls, which is, they were trying to do a high-class Gilmore Girls, and it just fell short. Andie, I don't think she could properly act. I mean, I've known the name for decades because she's like, 100 or something. But it's just not. I don't know. I can't even remember her in anything else. That's how bad it is. But anyways, if you want to feel like everyone's looking down at you and preaching, and then ignoring their own preachiness, it's like, it's like they're being, the preachiness is like this invading entity that comes in and just preaches out of their mouths and then leaves them to their own stupidity. It's just horrendous at times, but it was beautifully produced. It looked incredible.